Kyle Hancock.
It's nice to meet you.
Hi everybody, my name is Kyle Hancock. This is going to be the interview portion of my CRE number 3. This is prompt number 3. I'm here with my mother. I'm going to be asking her a few questions today about the differing rights of men, women, and non-binary individuals. So the first question I've got for you today is, what opinion did you have on this topic when you were a minor, and what informed your opinion?
Well, when I was younger, that was when things were starting to change between men and women, from women only being able to do a few things outside of the home, and most of them were stay-at-home mothers, to becoming career women. It was still hard for women in the workplace at that time, and women didn't have a lot of rights, but it was changing at the time. So I was very solidly in the camp of that women deserve to have the same rights as men. Non-binary people, that wasn't a thing when I was a minor, so yeah, they didn't have any rights, or because we didn't have that term. But I was very firmly, I've always believed that men and women should have the same rights. They can do the same things, so they ought to have the same rights.
Okay. How has your opinion on this topic changed at all, if at all, and what spurred that change?
I don't think my opinion has changed. I still believe that women should be able to have the same rights as men and make the same amount of money as men for the same job. So my opinion hasn't changed. The world has changed, and we're seeing more and more that women are accomplishing all the things that they wanted to do, and you see women in positions of power as heads of companies, which you didn't see when I was young.
Right.
You're seeing that there are still places where we need to work on it, but I don't think my opinion of that has changed, but the world has changed. So it's coming around to, that men and women are more equal. There's still, like I said, there's still things that need to be done. There's still places where that's not true, but it's becoming better.
Awesome. And then, what piece of information or lived experience do you think would have the greatest impact on changing the perspective of others on this topic, and why?
I think, for the most part, people my age, we pretty much all believe that women should have the same rights as men. The older generation, they don't see it that way. I think it's more of it having to live through it and see, having the experience of, for example, my mother has never worked in a workplace where she experienced feeling that she wasn't as good or as smart because she was a woman.
Right.
So she doesn't have the opinion that that's even a problem. I think that you have to go and you have to be a part of the world and live it to see it and know that there are places that need changing. And so I think that's how you're going to have to change people's opinion. They're going to have to see it. They're going to have to know. I was in the education industry, which it's very driven by women. There are very few men, and so you don't see it as much in that is that women are the ones who are the leaders, because it's heavily driven by women, and there's more women than men in education, so it wasn't a problem. But it is in other companies. And if I were to go work at another corporation, I would see it a lot more, that if you're a woman, you're go get my coffee, you're more of a secretary, and they don't see you that way, that you have to be powerful, you have to be driven, that you have to, exert yourself. And they say that those women are bossy because they have to, that's the way you have to be in order to fit in and to be able to, and to be seen as equal. So I think that you actually have to go out and you have to live and see it with your own eyes to change anybody's opinion about it.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time, your answers, and that's going to conclude the interview. Thank you.